Well, let's do a little rumor timeline. So we're going to talk about Sam Claflin right now, and I actually didn't want to talk about Sam Claflin, but Adam persuaded me because everyone has been talking about Sam Claflin, right? So it's like, how can we not address it? But so here's a quick little rumor timeline for you. So we first talked about Sam Claflin on episode 63, and that was back in June, I think, right? I don't know. Yeah, that was definitely in June, episode 63. And we talked about him then because Lainey Gossip had reported that he had auditioned. So we kind of briefly mentioned him and a bunch of other people. So last Tuesday, last Tuesday was crazy. And for all of you fan site admins that are here with us right now, I seriously have to applaud you for how on top of things you were last Tuesday. Because last Tuesday was crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would everyone say it was crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely crazy. We're like, what is going on?
So after all of the Amanda Plummer news broke last Tuesday, Zap2It, the website Zap2It, reported that Sam Claflin had been offered the role of Finnick. And 2 days later, on July 17th, Gossip Cop reported that he had accepted the role and that we just have to wait for Lionsgate to announce it. So a lot of people took this to mean that he had officially been cast as Finnick. And headlines started to flow, like rain across the internet. Sam Claflin joins the cast of Catching Fire. Sam Claflin officially cast as Finnick. Sam Claflin joins Amanda Plummer in Catching Fire. And none of this, I have to say this, none of this is true. These are rumors. This is the Sam Claflin stuff. That's all rumor at this point. He's not officially in the cast. Nothing can be reported as confirmed or official until Lionsgate makes some kind of an announcement or releases a statement. So all of these, media outlets that you've seen reporting this as official, they're doing that erroneously. And I've ranted about this in a few places, but to me, that's just really displays a scary lack of journalistic integrity. But it's kind of just been all over the place, and it's very confusing to fans too, because I've been on Tumblr a couple times, and I've seen people saying Finnick has been cast. Why isn't everyone on Tumblr talking about it? Well, that's because he hasn't been cast yet. So a lot of fans, I think, have been really confused by all of this. So we are just reminding everyone right now that, Sam Claflin being cast as Finnick is totally a rumor. We don't know if he's been offered the part. We don't know if he's accepted the part. We don't even know for sure if he auditioned. And I just want to remind everyone of the John C. Reilly incident last year when the first movie was in the process of being cast. I don't know if you guys remember this, but John C. Reilly was in negotiations to play Haymitch. Everyone was reporting that he had been offered the role of Haymitch, that he was in talks to play Haymitch, and then later down the line we found out that he had never even been up for the role. He didn't even know what was going on. So, I just want to make sure everyone is aware of this, because while this might be true, Sam Claflin might end up being cast as Finnick. It's totally possible. This could just be completely this could just be nonsense. We might find out that he never even auditioned. So just everyone needs to keep that in mind, and please do your part to keep the rumor mill under check, I guess. If you see people saying that Finnick has been cast, tell them, no, it's just a rumor. And to this rant, I just want to add that, I mentioned, that IMDb isn't really reliable because anyone can edit IMDb. The same thing can be said for Wikipedia. Anyone can edit Wikipedia. So don't use Wikipedia or IMDb as your news sources. Make sure you're following Lionsgate News on Twitter, and always check catchingfirecasting.com. If it's not there, it's not official. And, all of the fan sites like us and Mockingjay.net, Down at the Capitol, Victor's Village, HG Girl on Fire, all of the fan sites, we are in communication with Lionsgate, so anything that you see us reporting, will be factual. So that's the end of my rant. Sorry about that. Is everyone still here?
Yeah. We're still here. You know, I want to hear rants about this a little bit. I want to hear what Crystal has to say about this, because I know she's been obsessively following a lot of these castings, particularly Finnick. And earlier in the show, she alluded to the fact that she's still coming to grips with the Sam Claflin thing. So, Crystal, if I give you the floor, what are your thoughts in this exact moment about Sam Claflin?
I've been telling myself it's just a rumor. It could turn out to be totally false. But at the same time, I'm also trying hard to accept it just in case it happens to end up being true, because I'm not really a big fan of that casting. I'm struggling with it. Basically it. I haven't seen him in anything that I remember, and he just doesn't. I mean, he's cute, but he just doesn't look like Finnick to me. Yeah, that's about it.
Look, this is, you know what we're going to call this? You know, we've had Finnick Watch or Cine Watch or whatever we call it. We're going to call this Crystal Watch. And each week we're going to see if Crystal warms up a little bit more. If it is Sam Claflin, of course, it could end up not being him. But if it is him, then
me out because they've been announcing these castings at 9 o'clock, which is 6 in the morning for me. So I have my alarm set for 5:50 in the morning, and I rub my eyes until I'm awake.
9 a.m. on the West Coast, right? That you're talking about?
Yeah.
So that's noon for you East Coasters, and 5 p.m. for those in England and Ireland, like Joan, for instance, over in Ireland. Okay, I'm just going to come out and say this really quickly. I don't think it's just a rumor. However, I'm speculating. No one go crazy. Don't jump off a cliff. I think it is Sam Claflin. I just feel like there's too much smoke. There has to be fire here. It just seems to me like it's all adding up. I know the one, and Savanna might bring this up, and it's a great point. There is one case where a rumor that came out this strong did not turn out to be true, and that was John C. Reilly for Hamish.
Yeah.
Turned out to be very, very not true. So for those of you who don't want it to be Sam Claflin, cling to the John C. Reilly situation. But I'm assuming that it's going to be him, but I'm not imploring any of you to do that because that's just my opinion. It could very well not be him. So let's just get that out of the way.
One thing I don't want to forget to mention this. One thing that sort of threw a wrench in all of this is the fact that he recently signed on to do another movie that starts filming late this summer. So we've all been sort of wondering, how that would align with a shooting schedule for Catching Fire if he's filming another movie like in September or even October. I mean, so we've been wondering if there might be a scheduling issue. A bunch of people have pointed out that he's on Twitter at Sam Claflin, and usually he tweets every single day, but ever since all of this Finnick stuff started coming out, his Twitter has been silent, so that's sort of mysterious. But yeah, a couple of quick things about him, because I know a lot of people don't know who he is. He did graduate from the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, which is a very prestigious acting school, and he's probably most known for his two most recent roles. He was the prince in Snow White and the Huntsman, which I have not seen, and he was also in the most recent Pirates of the Caribbean movie, which I have also not seen. The only thing I have seen him in is The Pillars of the Earth, which was a Starz miniseries based on a book I really like, and I thought he did a good job in that, but I don't feel qualified to judge his acting abilities because I haven't seen him in anything else. So from a look standpoint, he definitely does not look like the Finnick that I had in my mind. So I don't know. I've been trying to look at lots of pictures of him just to get myself used to his face and to prepare myself if he's cast. But as of right now, I'm sort of in the same boat as Crystal. If he is cast, I think it will take time for me to get you. I mean, I'm not going to be really negative. I want to support whoever's cast, but it will definitely take me time to get on board. As of right now, my feelings are very mixed. Let's see, Ellie, do you have any quick thoughts on Sam Claflin?
I am exactly with you. He's not how I saw Finnick at all. And I've seen him. I saw Snow White and the Huntsman, and I saw Pirates 4, so I saw him in those. Not exactly a Finnick type role, so it doesn't really help me that much. So I'm iffy, but if he does get cast, because again, it's completely a rumor right now, I trust Lionsgate. I feel like it would take one trailer for me to be completely convinced.
Yeah. And it's not, I don't know, it's not that he's not attractive. I mean, he's definitely cute, and I've talked about this with some of the people here, but he, for me anyway, he's like the type of guy who I would see on the street or in a coffee shop and think, oh, that guy is really cute. You know, he's not necessarily the type of guy who I had pictured as Finnick. I don't know. But I'm not 100% opposed to the idea. Mary, do you have any opinions on Sam Claflin as a possible Finnick?
Well, I saw him, like Ellie, I saw him in Pirates of the Caribbean, and I saw him in Pillars of Earth, and I saw him in Snow White. But I don't see him as a Finnick either. I just don't. I mean, I'm trusting Lionsgate if they do choose him, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, that's not what I had pictured at all in my head. I mean, he's cute and all, like you all were saying, but that's not Finnick. That's not the one I would have chosen. And on a side note, that whole John C. Reilly stuff that was going on last year absolutely infuriated me. So I just wanted everyone to know that, because I always wanted Woody Harrelson.
Haymitch is your favorite character, Mary, and
he is.
You were fine with Woody Harrelson, right?
That's who I had picked pretty much from the beginning. Yeah. That's who I wanted to play ever since I can remember. That's who I pictured in my head reading the book.
I think it's safe to say that if John C. Reilly had been Haymitch, you would have needed to borrow a couple of his bottles first before you could accept him. Is that fair?
Pretty much, yeah.